Hi everybody! Welcome back to Mama Angel's Kitchen. And tonight we are making salmon patties, also known as salmon croquet. But the only difference there, guys, is the salmon croquet is, little bite-sized salmon patties. And I'm going to be making, a nice patty size. So I should get about 4 of them out of the can. But here are the ingredients that we are going to need to make this dish tonight. We've got our salmon, and it's salmon in a can. Let me see if I can get you a good close-up there. And what I will do is try and flip this video on this portion anyway when I edit it so that this is not backwards, okay? Wish me luck on that one. All right, the other thing we're gonna need, guys, is some veggies. I've got one beautiful yellow onion here, and I've got a orange bell pepper, and then I've got just a quarter piece of a green bell pepper that we're gonna use, okay? Then what else we're gonna need is some panko breadcrumbs, and these are the plain. So I will be adding some seasoning to that. Speaking of seasoning, the seasonings we're going to use tonight, of course, our Maggie Pollo, onion powder, garlic powder. I'm going to use some paprika and some parsley and a little salt and pepper, okay? So that is it for our ingredients. And I'm gonna go right ahead and start chopping up these veggies, okay? And I'm gonna saute them a little bit. And let's see if I can give you a shot to see right down there what I'm doing here. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully that will last. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. My camera likes to fall on me when I put it too far down. Okay. But that's all I'm doing, guys. I'm just chopping this up into I don't want them in real big pieces. So I'm gonna run my knife across them. Almost got my thumb. You see me jump? Alrighty. Run my knife across it. Like this. And alrighty. Just to get them, okay? They're not real big, but they're not real small either. Because this is going to go down into our salmon, okay? So I'm going to move that off to the side here. Guys, it is Wednesday evening. I normally video on Thursdays. Oh, they don't want to cut for me. There we go. But I've got another appointment tomorrow evening, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow evening. So I am going to do it tonight. Now, I can't promise I'm going to get it uploaded tonight. I will probably upload it tomorrow, so you will still get it on Thursday. But it's Wednesday right now. I have been so busy lately that I've not been able to get my normal, let's see how I want to do this. Let's do it this way. My normal 2 videos a weekend. But I am at least getting 1 a week. It's Sundays that's been a little hit or miss for me. And that's probably way more onion than I need, okay? And I'll just put that rest of it away. All right. I tell you, this time of year just gets busy and hectic for everybody, doesn't it? All right, I'll tell you what, guys. So my video isn't too long. I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause. Finish chopping the onion up just a little bit smaller. Okay, as you can see, I really do. I want them kind of diced nice and small, like that, okay? I don't want to bite into big pieces, but I am going to saute them. So I'm going to finish doing this, cut up the same amount of this orange bell pepper, and I'll come back and I'll meet you over at the stove, and we're going to saute these veggies up. All right, guys, I've heated up my skillet here, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of olive oil. And it is just plain olive oil. It's not extra virgin olive oil, although that would be fine, okay? And I'm doing just enough to cover the bottom of this skillet, okay? You don't need a lot of oil at all, okay? Turn the fire up just a little bit more. It's not quite as hot as I'd like for it to be, okay? But the reason I am sauteing these vegetables first is because, go ahead and get them in there, because if I put them in there raw, that salmon is already cooked. In the can like that, it's already cooked. So the only thing we're going to do with those salmon patties is just heat them through and brown them on the outside. So that really doesn't give the veggies time to get cooked on the inside. You know, well, they won't cook enough to my preference. Let's put it that way, okay? I think when my mother made this, I'm pretty sure she used to put it in raw, but she probably also chopped them maybe even smaller than what I have them here. Okay, and then I've also just learned over the years that if you saute your veggies before you put them in a dish, like the salmon patties, that they're going to bring more moisture with them also. And that's just a good thing, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this sauteed up. It probably will take, 5 minutes or so. And then once I got them patted, or once I got this sauteed the way I want them, I'll put them back on the plate. And then I'll meet you back over at the counter, and I'll show you how we mix up the salmon to make the salmon patties, okay? I'll be back. Okay, guys, welcome back. I've got the veggies all sauteed up here. They are ready to go. And I did put just a sprinkle of salt and pepper in them while they were sauteing. Just a little bit, okay? Just a sprinkle, just to season up every layer. All right, I've got our can open. If you look down in there, you see it's full of liquid, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that liquid off. And then we'll be left with just the salmon. Okay, and a little bit of that liquid left is not a bad thing. And I just mean the residual that'll come out of the can, okay? You really don't want that liquid in there. All right, now, you can see down in there, see how it comes out in one little chunk like this. Now, if you open it up like this, you can pull off that skin, okay? And, I think my mother used to leave the skin on. It disappears, seriously. It just disappears down in there, so it's really not that big of a deal if you leave the skin on. But I typically will take it off. And it is down here on both sides. Okay. And you just kind of, lift it and scrape it away like this. And I've got a little bag down in my sink, and that's where I'm putting it at, a little trash bag down in there. Okay, the other thing that a lot of people will take out are these little bones. And I'm trying to find them, Again, my mother used to leave the bones in, and I liked the bones because they're so crumbly. You may or may not be able to see those bones, guys. See that little right there? That's a bone, okay? But let me show you something. These things, they crumble, see? It's nothing. So, If you get them and you want to take them out, absolutely fine. See that? Sometimes you'll be able to find the whole little backbone, and it'll come out real easy for you. Okay? And sometimes you won't. Okay, like I'm not finding the whole backbone in this one. And like I said, it's perfectly okay. There we go. See that? There we go. That's your whole little backbone of the salmon. And just pull those out. But you see those? Those are little back, the disc of the backbone. And look at that. They really do. They just crumble, okay? So it is not going to hurt anybody at all if they stay in there. And like I said, I actually like them. My mother always left them in, and I like them. But for the video purposes, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and remove those, okay? And so hopefully you saw that come out in one little piece like that, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to break this up a little bit. And I did forget to tell you 2 more ingredients that we are going to need. And that is an egg and some flour as our binder for this, okay? All right, that's good enough. Let me rinse my hands off, get this seasoned up. We'll make ourselves some patties. All right, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Hope your Wednesday day has been wonderful and your evening is going great. Some of you may be in midweek right now, yeah? Or maybe you're done by now because it's almost 9 o'clock here. Got a late start tonight. All right, I'll go ahead and put all of those veggies down in there, okay? And then we're just gonna go ahead and season. I'm gonna go with a little bit of Maggie Pollo, and I don't measure, guys. I'm sorry. So just sprinkle your some in there, okay? That's probably less than, it's definitely less than a teaspoon, so probably more like, half a teaspoon. See, here's a little onion powder. Sprinkle your some in there. And this just being 1 can, like I said, it's probably only gonna make about 4 patties for me. It's a little bit of garlic powder. And the paprika and the parsley is gonna be to season up the panko breadcrumbs, okay? A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. That is the seasoning, okay? That is it right there. All right, just go ahead and give this a good mix. And, you can feel free to taste this, make sure it's not too salty, or, because the salmon is cooked, okay? And everything else you got in there right now is the salmon and the veggies, so, and your seasoning. So go ahead and give it a little bit of a taste. Make sure it's well seasoned for you. That's good. That is good. I just love this dish. It's so simple, inexpensive. I don't think this can cost, maybe $2.50 maybe. And it definitely will feed a family of 2 to 4. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put, this is, let me show you here. This is, we're not gonna do a lot here at all. Okay, this is, let's do it this way. That way you can kind of see really what I've got going here. This is a good house teaspoon of flour, okay? It's just going in as a binder. And once I get the egg in, I'll know if I want more or less of that flour, okay? But my seasonings are good. I'm good there. Let's go ahead and get this egg in there. And this is a medium egg. It doesn't matter if it's a large or medium or extra large. It really doesn't matter. That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get that mixed up in there. All I'm trying to do now is get a consistency of where I can, get these to patty up. That's it. Okay? Well, I get them to where they will hold together on me. That's all I'm getting. That's all I'm doing. Okay? And I think I'm there. Okay? I think I'm there. Yep, that's going to hold together nicely, okay? If I can get it to bounce back and forth like this, see this? Bounce back and forth like this without falling apart on me, he's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, should have kept that plate, and make these into patties. And then I'll show you what I'll do next. So let me show you one of the patties. Let me grab a plate. And all I'm going to do is get all of my filling here evenly down in the bowl here. And I'm just going to score like this and like that. Okay, see, just kind of make a score there. Make 4 equal little squares is what I've done. And I'm going to go in and plop out one of those squares. And that, I do it that way to make them as even as possible, okay? And then all I'm doing is just go ahead and shape it up, okay? There we go. One perfect little patty. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other ones off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how we will put them in the panko breadcrumbs, and then we'll get them fried up. I'll be back. Okay, guys, let's make up our panko mixture, okay? Let's do, about that much panko. If I need more, I'll add more, but you know me, I don't like to waste. So I'd rather add, because once I start dipping these patties in here, I won't reuse this. Okay, so remember, these are plain panko crumbs. They come in all kind of different flavors, okay? But plain is what I have. So let's put a little bit of salt, and that is just a pinch of salt, okay? Pinch of pepper. We're gonna use some parsley flakes just for some color. We're not really gonna get any flavor out of that, okay? And then the same thing with our paprika for color. Little bit of flavor, but not much. Mostly for flavor, or mostly for color. I'm so sorry. And these are so flavorful, the patties themselves, that I don't need to add a whole lot of flavor to this. But you know what I am going to add, guys? Give me 1 second. I think this will be delicious. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of Italian seasoning. And I'll try to remember again to flip it around so you can see that. But it's just Italian seasoning, found anywhere. Not hard to find at all. Okay, the little sprinkles of that. That's going to give it a little extra flavor. I think that's going to be delicious in there. And I was just thinking about, there is the Italian blend of panko breadcrumbs that you can get. There is the kind that I wish I had with the Parmesan cheese in it. And if I had some Parmesan cheese, I would add it to it. I don't have any. So this is what we're working with tonight. And it's going to be good, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and take one of these patties. Okay, you lift it up carefully because, you don't want it to break apart on you. You lay that baby down in there, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to put panko on top like this here to stay gentle with it so that I'm not having to flip it, because it will break apart on you. These are delicate, okay? And you don't want that. and just kind of shake off the excess that you can. All right, let's try one more. Get an even surface there. Put it down in there. See that? This came off there. That's okay. Put it back on there. Put some on top. And this is just going to give it a really super nice crunch, okay? Nice crunch. Pack it in there like that. Be gentle, okay? These will break apart on you. Be gentle with them. All right, lift it up. Let what can fall off do. Okay, there we go. Put it down on the plate. All right, guys, I'm going to finish these other two. And then I'll meet you over at the stove and we'll get these fried up. All right, guys, we are over here at the stove. We're going to go ahead and get these babies fried up. For that, I've got my cast iron skillet. It's already heated. I've got it heating up on a medium low. Okay, you don't want it too high because you don't want to burn your panko breadcrumbs, but you don't want it too low either because it's just going to steam and not come out right. It won't crisp up for you. So like a medium low. Let's see if you can see that flame. It's not real high, but it's not so low either. And I'll adjust it if I feel I need to. Bring it up a little bit higher, but I think I might be good there. All right, I'm going to go in with some, this is just plain vegetable oil. And I want just enough to cover the bottom of the skillet, okay? And that's what that's doing. That is spreading out just to give me a good coverage on the bottom of this skillet. So honestly, we're probably looking at, that's maybe a 1/4 cup, okay? It's not a ton, but you want enough. And I'm gonna bring this up. I want this to get nice and hot for me. So just give this another minute or so to get hotter and I will be back, okay? And all I'm looking for is like for it to start rippling, okay? And then, I can give it the old test with a little bit of, breadcrumb here. And I may do that just to make sure it sizzles, okay? But I'll be back. All right, guys, I think we're there. Let's go ahead and give it the old test here. I'm going to pull a little bit of this panko breadcrumb off of the side here and drop it in. See if we get that sizzle. Look at there, right there. That's what you want. Okay, you want that sizzle just like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get these babies in. And I think I'm going to use my spatula to assist me with that. Just to make sure we don't break them apart, okay? All right, let's get one in there. Just like that. Get the other one in there. Now I'm going to give my fire just a little teeny boost up, okay? Because as we add stuff in there, it does bring down the temperature of the oil, and I don't want it to get too low that my patties become oily, okay? You got to keep your oil at a certain temperature. It's like 350 is the temperature you want it at if you're, monitoring that temperature. And that's what's going to keep it from, soaking into your food and making your food oily. Okay? All right. There we go. Oh, they smell so good, guys. They smell so good. I'm going to let these babies go for just a little bit. They will go for about 5 minutes per side. Okay? But you're looking for a nice golden brown. And you'll know that, and I'll be able to come back and show you as it starts to get brown up along the sides here. We'll know it's time to go ahead and flip it over. All right, but I'll be back and let you know when we're ready for that. And yeah, I think our fire is good. We got that. As long as you want to, if you can see that sizzling down in there, that bubbling, that's what you want to see. As long as you can see that, you're good. Your fire is high enough and it's not too low. You want to keep that good fry kind of thing going on, okay? All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, it is browning. You may or may not be able to see, but right around here, especially on this first one that I put in, I got a nice little brown crust ring right around the midsection there, right around the middle. So that's going to tell me he's probably about ready to turn. So let's get in here, and I'm going to use this as an aid to help me flip this baby. Because, yeah, they are a little temperamental. Come on, there we go. Oh, and it's only browning on one side there for me, so I may or may not flip it again to get this side here a little bit browner, but if you can see how it's beautifully brown there, not as much there. So let's see if I can check and see how this one is doing. Ah, yeah, that's beautiful. But I think I'm going to let it all go just a little bit longer on their first side. And so far it's been, that one looks beautiful. Let's flip this one. So far it's been about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay. Ah, come on, baby, don't do it. Don't fall apart. There we go. You know, it may have been a little bit easier in a bigger skillet, but that's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I tell you, I think that's what I love about cooking, guys. It's an art, you know? It is not a science. Yeah, that was beautiful. Let's give that one a flip. See if we can't do this beautifully here. There we go. Oh, look at that one right there. That's beautiful. That's what you want right there. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to let that one go right there just a little bit longer because he's not quite ready. Okay. Oh, they smell so good, guys. All right, like I said, I went on the first side. This is probably close to 7 minutes to get where we are now. Okay, so this other side will probably only take about 3 minutes. I'll come back when we're done. I may flip this one a little bit more, just try to get it a little bit browner here. And then I'll get this one flipped over, and then, you know, we'll make ourselves a plate. So I'll be back here in just a little bit when they're done. All right, guys, if you take a look and see, I've got 2 of them here still going. They're just not quite done yet, especially still this one here that I want to get browner. So I've had a chance to move them around in the skillet and get them repositioned. But I've got 2 here that are beautifully done. You see that? Oh, they're beautiful. And what I did is I just put them onto a paper towel here just to blot off that oil. And then I'll take it right off of the paper towel and onto the plate, okay? To get off that excess oil, because you don't want to digest that oil if you don't have to. All right, guys, I'll be back when they're done and with a plate. Hey, everybody. All right, here we are, ready to enjoy this meal. I've got, that's that beautiful salmon patty right there. Isn't that rascal beautiful? I've got some white rice with it that you know I cook with chicken broth, so it's flavorful all on its own. And then I've got some broccoli. Okay, what a beautiful meal. What a beautiful meal, and I'm going to enjoy it too. Okay, I hope you guys will try this one. It really is. It's quick, it's simple, it's inexpensive. You can get this on your dinner table and, you know, 30 to 45 minutes. It really is one of my favorites. My mother got me to eat this. Well, not got me to eat it, but I used to eat it when my mom would make it, and I put sugar on my rice, which is how my grandfather got me to eat rice. He put sugar on it, and I would eat it. Now, I no longer eat it that way, but I tell you what, I still enjoy it. If I put some sugar on my rice, I'll still enjoy it, okay? Guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on in. I really am going to keep them coming, even though it's a little bit more difficult during the holiday season. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep them coming, okay? And welcome to my new subscribers. I've still got some new ones coming out. I appreciate you guys. Man, I appreciate you so much. I have not forgotten about the live guide that I promised to do when we hit 100 subscribers. We're at 156 now. I'm so excited about that and so grateful. I have not forgotten about the live. It does get hectic this time of year for everybody. So please forgive me if I don't get it done in December. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying please forgive me if I don't. But when I do have a date that's locked in that I'm able to do it, you will get ample notification so that you'll know I'm going live at on that Saturday morning with a breakfast omelet. Okay? All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's give it a try. Let's go right for the star. Right for the star. Oh, it's flaky. It's crispy on top. That's what I absolutely love about using the panko. My mom did not use panko. As a matter of fact, I think she just fried hers with no outer coating. Although later in life she did go to using a flour, I believe. And look at that coating. Come on, baby, focus for me. Look at the inside of that. Come on, give me a focus. Man, oh man, guys, look at that right there. Mm. Guys, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Some of the most simplest meals are the tastiest. Okay? The tastiest. That is so juicy inside and moist. You got that outer crunch. And the flavor is crazy good. Okay? Crazy good. It's so good. We just got the plain white rice here. But I'll tell you what. I'm gonna, here, have one more bite of this. I can't even do you like that. Have one more bite. Come on, focus for me. Focus for me. Look at that, guys. Come on, baby. Give me a focus. Man, oh man. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that is delicious, guys. I'm telling you, it is so juicy. So juicy. Guys, I love you. I really do. I'm so grateful. Even though it's hectic, I'm grateful to find the time to get in here and do a video. Hopefully I can get one done on Sunday this week. I think I might be able to later in the afternoon. And what I want to do is a roasted chicken. It's called beer can chicken. It's like a beautiful rotisserie chicken that you can do at home. Okay? All right, guys, I'll tell you what. I love you. Stay prayed up. I'll see you in my next video. Good night.